Toodaloo! Welcome in, guys. Thank you all for being here. My name is Casey. I am the Guardian Oracle 33. Welcome to the channel. If you guys are new here, what's up? For the new subscribers, I appreciate all the new subscribers. Channel goal here is to reach 5,000 subscribers before the first of the year. So that is one of my goals, as just to seed more love and light. If you guys are new to the channel, just hang around. You know, you never know what you're gonna get. It's like a box of chocolates. Jerry, I seen you on Constance's live earlier. That was a great live. I love that new deck of cards she has. I've got sage in my nails. Can you guys hear me? Breaker19, come in over. Alicia, Teresa, nothing like waiting on a woman. Well, I am a busy woman. We know this. Ooh, Cooper, I hear your big frog. All right. All of a sudden, this big frog comes out and starts croaking. Okay, we're not trying to go to sleep here. Unless some of you are. And you know what I want to say as I started my meditation earlier? Thank you, Spirit Guides. Oh, cranky. It was kind of a really like deep, somber of, I don't even know. Maybe there's just like a lot of grief within the collective, you know, that we're expelling through in many ways as we let go and we're moving forward in time and space and things that we're going through internally, like within our own being, that other people don't know, that those moments you've cried alone, we're extinguishing, we're having, you know, we're forgiving ourselves at that. I mean, love yourself, forgive yourself for what you knew at that time. You know, you're that's the wisdom, you know, you're always going to be your truest best friend, your soul. You're never alone. There is so much love and light and benevolence within you and around you. We just get so disconnected from that. And as I was saging, I invited in, you know, benevolent beings and spirit guides. I am a channel for the highest good of all. I am Blackfoot and Cherokee, German. And I'm here and I start saging. And as I start to sage, that frequency that comes off of the sage, you know, as I call on it, you know, setting my intention for the read just to whatever needs to come through. And my even guide said for my love, and I said need to just be you, and I wrote a heart, and it really is just that simple. So a dragonfly just buzzed by. We got frogs croaking in the backyard. So maybe somebody just needed to know that you're not alone. There's so much love and light, and they want you to really set an intention with this read to seek some sort of clarification. A peacock feather could be prominent here. Girl got her nails did. Whoop whoop. Girl got her press-on nails did. Mooncat. Francis, holy Benoli, what is up? It's been a while. Who else is in here? Matthew, sir, good day, sir. I said good day and I'm not gonna say it again, not a winking more minute. Don't get me started. I don't know what happened to me yesterday. I was sicker than the two dogs. Humping in a wool sock. Hello, dragonfly. Okay, so can I get a mod who will do my timestamps? May I please? That would be awesome. Monty, what is up? The fallen slaves. Hi, guys. Hello. How's everybody doing? My dad just messaged me and he says, I love you so much too, baby. I love my dad. I didn't meet my dad till I was 33 years old. So make sure if you're doing timestamps, you're cutting out the whole spiel. Okay. Where do we want to go first? Should we just go Aries on through, or should we do it by element? What do you guys want to do? Something's happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. Tell him stop, oh, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Yeah, yeah. Cat scratch fever, burn her down. Mississippi moonshine, sitting here fiddling my spoons. I think maybe somebody's sitting on the back porch. Somebody sitting on the back porch singing those tunes, fiddly. Yeah. Princess says, keep smiling because you are beautiful, everyone. All right, Jason, you got me. Is there like a fucking delay? Is there a lag? I feel like when I'm giving a directive, I'd like a response, and I'm not getting the response that I want as ASAP. I feel onslaught of initials coming my way. What do you want from me? All right, are we going to do this by elements, or are we going to do it from Aries to Pisces? We're laughing. Great. I'm glad we've got somebody over here. Somebody hit a fucking emoji, right? Expected the TGIF to be a little more F than this. Is that fucker Friday? Either way! What up, Dinky Dino? Huh. Well, I would definitely say one thing. Look at the dream cards out, too. It's not just that, but I feel like you have... Look, the High Priestess is behind that. It is I heard fortune teller. They're actually... Your spirit guides are bringing me through to... It's a Netflix series. It used to be on there. It's called The Carnival. And it's about the psychic, and she travels along with this carnival. You'll have to check it out. Just being guided to say that, but no, that's just kind of it's a gift. In the future, see, like you have like light years of energy that you can advance in. I was just doing aerial viewing or remote viewing, blind remote viewing, and learning about this, and it's so interesting. I cannot wait, because I always wanted to be a psychic investigator, you know, not that I'm really in with the popo, but I would be my own contractor, right? Since JonBenet Ramsey died, like that has always been a thing for me, is I want to psychically view and see where these bodies are at, how it happened in that way. And it's so weird, just down to a scribble we do on a piece of paper could represent the body, if it's living, if it's it's so amazing. So you being said that with the dreams, I feel like there's a strong intuition you have with dream interpretation. Okay. Hot Solstice, what's up? I've got a bee over here by me. I got stung 5 times in the finger a couple weekends ago, and that shit sucked. I picked up a piece of wood, and they all friggin' just swarmed my hand. I'm like, ugh. Hello, Beck Balas. Hey girl, hey everyone, hope all is well. By the way, that sounds so cool, just got on. Hey, well, welcome in. Funny, I have half of an Irish peacock feather in my kitchen right now. I have one in my car visor above my head. One of my buddies found. He delivers fuel, and Yeah, he gave it to me. It's huge and it's got the eye on it. It's freaking amazing. So yeah, we've all got our totems, don't we? Oh, ants are terrible. Dude, I don't know which one I'd rather be bitten by either way. Can somebody line me out? Where are we starting at here? Aries. We'll go Aries through Pisces. Okay. We all know. I've already cleansed and cleared and opened up this space. So I am a psychic medium. I'm an intuitive. So a lot of the things that I say, if you're tapped into your intuition and you're open up to your own, you go within yourself and you ascend through those dimensions in that way, right? You're being able to psychically view and see and feel things. I have a card out here that says, hope is the light in the darkness, never extinguish it. Because you could never decipher what is what. There is some sort of psychic knowing here. Let's go for Aries. What do you want me to see? There is something prominent about pets. I dreamt about dogs that had passed on last night. What is it? The number 1, Star Spangled Banner. You are quite irresistible when your mind and your heart pulse in the same rhythm. Why spend your days fighting yourself when you have better things to do? Soul awakening. And you know what I feel like too? Somebody here, Aries, I talked about this, is like extrasensory perception. And I do feel like in your spiritual aspect of this read, Aries, it's on the inside of you. It's almost like, I heard firing on all cylinders, opening up, it's like the pineal gland, and bringing the light. But the light, when they talk about the light, we talk about light, we say, it's a code. It's a universal language. It's universal. Because it's vibrationally red frequency. So, I heard Ascended Master awakens. You're at this alone, I see that. You have been at this alone. Whatever this is, and it's almost like the core of who you are. Even if you did, you might think about a lot of the times your creative aspects of you have been stifled by being around other people. There's a sense of you that needs your space to look. The Queen of Swords is right behind that on the other deck. 2 different decks. King and Queen of Swords comes out, Aries. So maybe you are with the Gemini. There is some sort of truth here. Birds are birds of messengers. Look at the falcon on this guy. Look at him. And I was just talking about channeling the Navajo tribe of the elders. And what they were saying is they are now light warriors. So what their purpose is and what they're talking about is warrior is to protect the elder and the children, which is the wisdom. Come here, you little shit. Come here. You aren't wanting attention. I said something. This is a no. This is mine. This is mine. You're being a little shit, huh? Reba, get him. Come on. Honey. It's mine. Got mine. Oh. Heard it. No. This is a no. We're going to take my shoe next. Don't. You little. Better get out, Toto. Follow Yellow Brick Road. 2 different decks. It's crazy too because there could be somebody else that you're intermingled with that you're sending messages through, and it almost feels like a I heard synthetic energetic wave. I'm also hearing synopsis. It's almost like Guardians of the Gate, but Guardians of what? Air. King of Swords. Too. It's very interesting. I want to say too, like, you could be working with ancestors in the way that you're doing things or have led up to doing things in some way. It's like, I just heard premonitions. Premonitions are very prominent. KK, what the hell? Oh my god. So good to see you. Oh, I love you. KK's been with me since, the beginning. I started this channel April 3rd of 2023. That's crazy. That's amazing. Hi, guys. Tammy, what's up? Oh my gosh, so great to see you live again. Your dog looks like my oldest dog. I don't know what he is. He is just, follows the girls around. The girls ride his back like he's a friggin' horse. And it almost too, as you're piercing through this, coming home to yourself, Aries, it's like the last thing, the one thing. Look at him. You've got truth on both sides of this. I was talking about this sense of who you are. There is something with the dead, with the past on, with the other side of the realm. Definitely curious about what are we here for? What did we come here for? You know, as far as, and what your elders are saying is we protected the children and the elders, the wisdom of the elders, so that it would be seeded through, they're talking about the mother, maiden, and the crone, and it takes a village to raise a family. So through this community, there's abandonment here, and it's like your soul's always known this tribe or camaraderie, brotherhood. Even if you were alone, you were still good, but at some point, it's like losing key opponents in your life, key people that you love or you feel so drawn to. It's really pushed you to actually figure out and discover who you are on a deeper level, that it's not topical. It's not always. It shows you that not everything that glitters is gold, and sometimes you do need to walk towards the light. You need to understand yourself on a deeper level, because once you think you're good to go, right, then more grief squeezes out of you. My left ear's ringing at a high rate, and you never goes away. You know, I found myself crying for my, child's father that passed away. He was a good friend of mine. Hated him at first, fucking hated him. He's such a dick, cocky motherfucker out of San Quentin prison. I was just like, oh God, choke yourself. No, with my hand. I fucking couldn't stand the cocky motherfucker. When I looked at him, I'm like, I know you're not talking to me. My face probably said it. Of course, I'm respectful, and I was like, and I'm sure my mouth got to running. And either way, one day he's like, listen here, bitch. And I'm like, listen here, motherfucker. You don't call me bitch. Right? From where we come from, you might be from California and from prison, but we don't talk to us. Me, and I'm having my 22 fucking pistol on my side. I'm like, you are some ballsy motherfucker. Needless to say, at some point, I may or may not have wanted to definitely shoot him myself. Turns out he got murdered and he's not here. And sometimes it's just like, I know I have my purpose. We all go through states, and maybe Aries, you are too. For me to bring this up, it's not about me. This is a channeled message. There's psychic attacks within your own self. And I'm talking about feeding so much information at the speed of light within your own vessel that if it rewrites stuff too fast, it's skipping the humanology of it. Humanology, is that even a fucking word? I don't know, work with me here. It's called to be. So your elders were talking about protecting the elders and that wisdom and the way it would be bestowed upon the others, seeded. It was said back in, way back that the extraterrestrials would seed children, babies, at about, they would be getting on another milkmaid, okay, when they came to the land. They called them the star people. And they looked to them as elders, and these star people would seed these children here. And the Navajo, I don't know why I keep wanting to say Navajo, but they would teach them this way. They would teach them the ways of the earth. They would seed them with intelligence. It's like to encode and encrypt in some way. And it's like the white man. They're saying the white man, but it's not really like the skin color. It's something else, the white man. And I'm seeing the talls. I heard tall grays. Bird just flew over my head. Message. The white man. Both of the dogs are running towards me right now. Stifled that in the middle so that the youth would not, our grandchildren, my kids barely see their grandparents. Barely ever. Barely have ever been able to be a part of their lives, and when they, whatever the circumstances may be, it just wasn't ingrained. And at that time, that era of people, the 40s and the 50s and the 60s, there's a lot of shit that happened, man. There's a lot of fucking shit, that has gone on, and that with the turn of the times is what I'm hearing, that has ingrained and stifled a lot of abandonment. And really what it was, there's a lot of sex, drugs, rock and roll, fuck you, there really was. And then you had your mass movement in the 70s with the revolution of love, right? Fucking people reaching higher dimensions within their own self and experiencing these things within, dude, I've been the Burning Man, it's been amazing. Your soul's just saying here, it's like you have better things to do than what you have been putting your focus towards. But you have this deep desire, this deep truth to bring back this bridge of wisdom and innocence between the youth of the nation and the elders, the wisdom that you concede here. Yeah, it's been painful, but look at the light. You dredged through that whole night. I don't know if any of you have ever been in the military, but when you're about to graduate, back in 2006, I went to Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. When you're about to graduate AIT, which is Advanced Individual Training, you go through a live night fire. And it is a whole course where you crawl under wire. There's live rounds being shot above your head. You have to crawl over walls. You have little parachutes that are coming out that are on fire that can land on the back of whatever gear that you have on. And not to, it is scary. And these are your drill instructors, people you put your, everything for everything. You're doing stuff you never would have done. These guides that are pushing you, right? And when you make it out the other side, those of you that are Marines that have done the Crucible, and you so fucking beat and you finally make it to the other side. Fuck, that shit sucks, right? You feel it deep within your soul. But you're here. Might be a little tattered and torn, you might have some psyche shit you gotta work through, but nobody's saying that that's a permanent thing. Aries, there's something here that you're awakening to. All that pain is the glory. You have rewritten many things on many different evolutions of your own soul and your own self. Nonetheless, I do feel like you are some sort of psychic here too, and unimprisoned some sort of prisoners. Look in the bottom of this. See this prison cell? She's guarding a truth, and it's imprisoned here. And it's like you can't get to that until you release this. This card is asking for forgiveness. Time to forgive. Healing abandonment, number 77. Taming the wind comes out, and look. As we're talking about native. And then you have the heart of the sky. The sun. Somebody's awakened to a very inner state of being, whether this is through meditation or just being alone. Some of you are just coming out of something within your own self, and it's like, I need to know the truth, the truth, the truth of this. It's like all about truth. And the truth is that somebody here is very impatient. But somebody here is also like, they know something's not right, and they're going to figure it out. They'll fucking walk the whole desert and climb a mountain barefoot in the snow. Somebody's depending on their guides to know something that somebody else doesn't know. There's like two psychics that might be going at some sort of war here. Some sort of intergalactic communication, some sort of fire ritual, somebody who's sacrificial. It's to harness and hone. I'm not quite sure what this girl in the middle here is doing. Somebody could be leaving a situation like that too, and understanding there's no winning in this situation. There's just no win. Her back's turned. Somebody's back's turned here. Huh. You have the power within yourself to conquer any challenge and to come out stronger on the other side. Trust in your resilience and your ability to persevere. Here's the light again, shows up. The door is open. Pure intention can open doors, the universe, and make the impossible possible. Believe deeply in the goodness and watch the magic happen. So let's ask, what is this magic that's happening for you? I put a spell on you, and now you're mine. I see the snake out here. You will be shedding old skin and emotions and transforming them into something bigger and better, changes in the wind. And you are at the center of all that is, the catalyst. So smoothen the process, make sure that your intentions are clear and that you move forward with hope. I see the zebra behind that. Alright, let's look at some sort of psychological past life wounds. That's what I heard. So I don't know why we're digging on this, but it's talking about hope here in the light and some sort of creative discovery. One of the ways that the divine wants to connect with you is through creative expression. It gets you out of your busy mind to feel, listen, and to know the best. To flow the energy through you, you are being called to tap into your creative side to reconnect and discover many talents. Be open to the process and let it flow without judging yourself. And that is like one of the hardest things, which, you know, a lot of people might use mugwort or tea in whatever way, or burning sages, you know, to work with certain frequencies. You know, there is some sort of star child, star being, extraterrestrial, individual indigo out here. Energetic frequency, and we were talking about seeding those children here, and when they were about 6 and 8, and they've learned at that time, by 8 they were already warriors. They already knew how to, primitive is what I'm hearing, primitive. And I'm also hearing apex predator right now, and I'm seeing a saber-toothed tiger in my mind's eye. The jaguar. The jaguar spirit. There's some sort of joy here. When somebody sees this in their dreams, this means this jaguar is bringing enlightenment. Bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Cooper goes through the house singing that. She's so cute. Claudia, what's up? Claudia, I loved our personal read together. Thank you so much for choosing me to share your beautiful energy with. That was one of the most amazing personal reads I have done in a very long time. It was very unique, so thank you, and I'm honored to be able to share that time with you. Oh, thank you, Jason. Yeah, better late than never. Pin that stuff. I just was logging on, right, or coming on the live, and it gave me a little notification that says now moderators can do more. So I would love it if my moderators, Jason, I'm like, can you set my lives for me? I don't know, are you going to be there on time? Probably not. Why? Because God's got me sidetracked in the North 40 picking rocks with my kids, and they're telling me a story about the aliens. Where's everybody watching from? What's up? Okay, so you got some sort of fire disaster, a volcano, Freemason that comes out, secret society, forest fire. Forest fire. A renaissance. I'm hearing a renaissance, past life review. Some sort of assassin. There's an astral experience that's happening here for you, Aries, through some sort of multi-dimensional state of who you are. I said it feels like this is... So when you're sleeping, your body doesn't actually know, really, your brain doesn't know if you're dead or alive, but the soul can't leave the body until it's time, right? So it has to, it just can't until it's time, and the soul knows when it's time, and the body's not dead yet. And that's why they say a person's body's more active 5 minutes after the... What he did. Okay, we are back on. Sorry if you're watching the recap of this. My phone, it overheated. It makes no sense because it's not even a hotspot. Coming back. I didn't even touch it this time. It did it on its own. Okay. My stuff's like over a year old. I need to get a new one. Okay, we're in. Okay, so we were talking about experiencing... Son of a... I'll be right back. Not ready yet. Maybe that's what you're experiencing too. lot of downtime, a lot of transformation with the snake here. I am full of confidence, for in the end, the good prevails. The mudra of control, why worry? Oh, wow, it's got witch's broom in the back. And I witch's brew, I said no, I witch's broom. Brew? Broom. Either way, come into the coven. I don't even know what that is, and I'm good. I gotta go. I'll be right back. Okay. What a shit show I run over here, I'm telling you what. Welcome to the Aries read. Maybe that's what things are like for you too. Just, really? In the middle of the live, Toto? Come around me. Here. Good Lord have mercy. Sometimes you just gotta whistle and they do what you want. Settle down, settle. Con. Mr. Con, honey. That is a bad dog taking my stuff. I do not have time to play, sir. Animal communications could be another one, too, that comes through for you. Freaking Reba. Look at this dog. You good, Reba? I think animals are very prominent, especially with the zebra and the snake and the jaguar, I think. What are you doing, weirdo? You good now? Alright, everything's good. Don't shake off over here, Sally. Sister Sue. I just work here, and if it's not kids, it's dogs. And if it's not dogs, it's spirits. Ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay, I got kids to feed, and a little water on my tea. Yeah. All right, past life effects. Short memory loss. Magic. I believe in miracles. You sexy thing. You sexy thing. I said, you sexy thing. I watch the replays of these and I'm like, Spirit, please don't let me. Why do I have to do the whole, they're like, you just need to do it. This little light of mine, well, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. I'm gonna let it shine. Whoa. It's romance. Magic and romance. Star-crossed love. Love of convenience. Freemason. Secret society. A forest fire here. Astral experiences. Past life review. Out-of-body experiences come out with this magic here, talking about Wiccan, sorcerer, sorceress, and alchemist. I really feel like in this energy, the way that they're moving the energy within the hands is some sort of alchemist. My hands feel really hot too, almost like some sort of, I see fire disaster. And I almost feel like if somebody concentrates hard enough, the way that they can divert that energy is almost, could create a volcanic eruption. I'm seeing Mars, hearing Mars. Maybe that's not Mars, some sort of moon. I heard today that the Pleiadians have 15 moons. 15 fucking moons, eh? So protecting this wisdom and knowledge, you know, it's an asset. I'm hearing it's an asset. So what's some sort of, I'm hearing psychological, what is it? Now I'm hearing transgression, but it was like it was a court word. Acquisition. What is an acquisition? A business acquisition. What would a business acquisition be? Sort of, this energy that you have is very gladiator. Some sort of duelist. It says it on the card. Overcoming some sort of loss, drowning. And I said, it feels like grief. With this heart of the sky, and it's like, good friends are like stars. You might not always see them, but they're always there. The heart of the sky. Opening up to your intuition. I do feel like somebody has some sort of psychic medium abilities. Everybody does. Everybody has psychic medium. Everybody has an ability to tap in. It's just a deeper knowing. The words put a preface on it. But there's some sort of, like, I do see the control out here. Maybe you are physically fit, or in some way it's like maybe people perceive you to be in some sort of, I heard supernatural deed. Supernatural deed. Death, murder. The lesson of greed here. So I feel like this is reversed. The lesson for thy that live. High Middle Ages. Okay. Somebody's a devoted follower here. They just recognize this person as an abandonment issue. Some sort of ethical, insanity. Somebody might have actually tried to prove because of somebody's a Freemason and somebody's that they're insane because of the connection they have in the magic. And if they could persecute him in this lifetime for knowing what I know, they definitely would. Unfortunately for thy, I don't know why I'm speaking like this, is you can't. Everybody has an equal right, and that's why those are amendments, right? That's why we have public fucking servants to uphold the Constitution. We're about to see what this justice system is made of. Professional. There's a collector here. I almost feel like in some weird ass fucking way that somebody gets aerial viewed and somebody has like a collection of, like, if they are investigator, who you are, what you are, your genetics, your coding, your romances, like and almost it feels like this sounds so freaking weird, but I'm just gonna say it, alright? Whoever's been investigating or in whatever Alright, for those of you that are not live, that was my son Ringo, we cut out there for a second. There's lots of interruptions in your read, Aries. Weird. It's Ringo's first dance tonight, so as he's almost 13, it's his first dance, so I spooked him up with a nice Ariat shirt. He's got his Hey Dudes and his jeans. He's like, Mom, I'm done with practice. I need some clean clothes. And I'm like, dude, you're not even gonna come home and wash your nutsack before you go out? I'm like, don't worry, I'll hook you up with extra clothes. I sprayed his cologne down on his shirt. It's Ringo. He comes to me in the kitchen, he goes, Huss. And I'm like, do not ever do that to me again. Do not. Yeah, he's like, oh, my friends think my mom's hot. And I'm like, yeah, Kylie's friends thought so too. It's kind of weird, isn't it? And I'm like, please don't talk to me. Don't even look at me. Oh my gosh, you chewed a card up while I wasn't even looking. Which card did you chew up? You have the power within yourself to conquer any challenge and come out stronger on the other side. Trusting in your resilience and your ability to persevere. Did you not want me to read this again and say it? You know, you ate everything but the words. You ate everything but the words. There's some sort of grief here because of the words you didn't eat. Maybe there's a sorry, an apology, something you know, some sort of psychic intuition. There's like a destiny, a calling here on somebody's life. I heard that. Why? Greed. I seen it. Greed and murder. Some sort of, what is that saying? Communications. I am communicating to you. It's like a mediumship, talking through the other side. Psychic wounding. Star location. Star seed. Aries. Achiever. There's an accomplishment out here over some sort of injustice. I fucking said too, if this justice system doesn't show up, shows injustice. Psychic wounding. Young male. This person could be younger than you in some way. Do you take this message in whatever way it resonates for you in the way you're communicating with your guides? A bully. Somebody who's a bully. Show me the astrological sign of this person. I'm seeing Gemini, Libra, Aquarius as I go on the top. Let's see. Fire sign. What's the Fool? Pisces? Shit, I'm not sure what the Fool is. I'm not a tarot reader. I'm an oracle. God damn, somebody's not looking. Look at this person. Doesn't even look like he belongs out here. He does not look like he belongs out there. Looks like, you know what I mean? Why are you looking so hard? I do feel like somebody, that's where I was at. Somebody fell in love. Why do I keep going back to that part? Like a story that's been rewritten, something that's being rediscovered. Enlightenment here, I'm looking at her. She's looking at me dead in the face, talking about a choice here. In time, a time to give rather than to take, the new moon in Virgo. The Jaguar spirit. Some sort of rebel, revolutionary. Maybe that's why you're on somebody's beacon. Dude, I swear, I talked about aerial viewing earlier. You know what I mean? See how they're both here on a mission doing a job and she's just doing her work. This represents work. Her emotions are calm. She's putting creativity into this. She's putting a lot of work. These two fuckers, I don't know why I wanted to call them that, Finch fuckers, are over here having a fucking beer, right? But this guy, look at him. He's watching every detail, every move, every fucking detail. It's like, I will chase you. Look at the end of the water. It's like he just shows up. I know you're going to be down there. I don't know why, but I can't help but feel like this is some sort of bully energy. An accomplishment. It's like, I feel like somebody's got some sort of greed or competitor spirit with you or against you in whatever way that is. All right, Aries, that's what I have for you. I am going to get you a angel number. What would your future self want to tell you, actually? Enlightenment twice. Fuck. I'm cut 3 times. 1, 2, 3. I see true love, choices, and shut the fuck up. Look again. Right behind those cards I just pulled out. True love. Again. They're telling me I'm not done. Fuck you. Enlightenment. Enlightenment and enlightenment. Okay. So there could be some sort of resistance here for Aries. There's a resistance here. A resistance of enlightenment, or the enlightenment is coming. True love is a deep soul connection. Are you searching for it? Trust that it is out there. But remember to love yourself first. True love will follow naturally. So somebody might be coming enlightened on that. With enlightenment, there is no separation. We realize that we are one with the divine. True love appears when you least expect it. Dude, I'm telling you, like, somebody watches somebody. They watch somebody. And it's like, I don't know, you can put it in whatever sense, because I do see the snake. It's like somebody shedding old skin. Maybe somebody has preconceived you in such a way. What does the universe have to say? Accept where you are at this moment in time. Only then can you begin to move forward. Be clear about your intentions. Ooh, I feel like somebody might be misusing. Not sure of their intention, maybe not deliberate, but I feel like somebody is using some sort of intention, magic, lighting, or just deep thought of manifesting something, someone, someplace. That makes it easier for us and the universe to help you. Doors will open unexpectedly. Be ready. So it's like, be very clear about what you want. I see the fox spirit behind that. You must be quick to move out of your comfort zone, especially when the situation calls for immediate responses and flexibility. Open your mind to new ways of doing things. Once you do, get ready for good luck and opportunities coming your way. So it's like some sort of blockage within you. It feels like on a grief level, it could have to do with some sort of true love, some sort of deep-rooted. I mean, it's in the tree, and the tree is twisted around. There's enlightenment here, and I can't help but feel like God's sending somebody a message from the other side saying, like, there is your love. My soul can manifest in another soul. You know, there's other aspects of me here. It's not just one, especially if you are on that mirrored energetic frequency. Trust me, I will be there. I'll be there, Boss Baby. So somebody might have kids and watch Boss Baby in the middle of the night when you're waking up and you want your baba. I'll be there. All right, Aries, done with you. Get out of here. Angel number. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to fucking do. I see somebody might be actually in charge. I heard in charge. That's a crock of shit. But it alone, here's divine knowledge that comes out next to him of the Akashic records. You can't make this up. 33 as I say that. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. Alright. Thank God I pinned that back there, huh? We'd be a dog leg down. I had a dog leg once. Oh, the blue beings are coming through. Light transmission. Wounds heal. Important information charging up. So there's some sort of grand opening. Revealing hidden talents, opportunities to shine with Paul the Venetian. These are ascended masters, the divine mission out here, enlightenment action. So there is some sort of movement that you're going to be making. Saint Germain, the violet flames. Ooh. It's like, there's so many versions of yourself. It's truly your higher self is that you're seeking. And it's such a beautiful thing. But you are very intrinsic and inclined and just very, there's something about why you love somebody you have to know. And I really hope that you keep this in the upright. There's a Wheel of Fortune out here, so there could be some sort of destiny. And like, maybe you do know about some sort of Akashic records and you're just waiting for somebody to release themselves from something Aries. That's it. I got you. Love you. Bye. Who do I got next, Jace? No castle anyways. Been there, live that motherfucker. Oh, Lagatha, don't fucking slay me now. My boots can't fail me now. My boots can't fail me now. My boots. I lost my boots. Danny Cash needed a set of shoes, so my grippers are out. My dogs are out. Who let the dogs out? Who? My kids would be like, Mom, please don't do that. People are going to see you. I know. Earth Angel 333. Those are my deuces. Where am I going to next? Leo. All right. So much growth. Congratulations. Set yourself free here. All right, Leo. I see union, a reconciliation coming back together. The mystical Martian oracle. All right. For Leo. For the signs of Leo. Thank you guys for tuning in. Leo, here we go. Flow. The spiral. The earth keeper. Earth dwelling. I heard that. Love and light. It's like, what the fuck? Your oversoul. There's an oversoul aspect of you. This heart rock is out here. It's like you could be deliberately sending others signs. There's something here about the earth and flowing through it with some sort of spiral-like energy. Taming the wind. Maybe there is a native aspect within you, the thunder. It feels like you could have a lot of pent-up energy, a lot of things that you're tired of hiding from with the do not hide out here. Wanting to know that everything is here. I think really, Leo, you're looking look at her up there. You're looking for some type of rebirth. 77 comes out, some sort of freedom. But I feel like you just haven't been up to par, or those within, it's like, it's talking about raise the bar. It's time to follow your heart path, not what your physical body desires and your mental, I heard illness, your mental, whether you do psilocybin, drugs, rock and roll, sex, whatever it is that puts you, somebody does some sort of tantric exercises that puts them in this state of openness to this aspect of their self where there's like complete control, some sort of soul awakening here. It almost really kind of feels interesting because this is like ancient energy here. The number 20 and 50 could be prominent, as well as the number 18. It's like stuck. I'm stuck here. I'm stuck. I can't flow. I'm stuck in a spiral, and the spiral's from the outside in. So I'm taking a different perspective here. There's some sort of guardian here. Guardian of the blade, the mother, the maiden, the crone, and the cycles of the moon. The blade. The moon. So you can't, there's some sort of time master. This looks, I shit you not, this looks like Jason Momoa. Does it not? That looks like Jason Momoa. Or, what's his name? Dum 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 dum. The hell is his name? School of Rock. It's 9. Jack Black. Ba ba da 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 da. love to have a chat around the fire. No, it's about fire. You know what? It is about fire, Sajan. While we're talking it out, we better bring the fire out. Only 2 flames. Keep trying to light that third one. It's just not happening. There's a soul awakening here. Perhaps this has to do with water. Your intuition. I do feel like somebody has a very innate ability that you might be wakening up to, and it's like, I see somebody closing their eyes in their mind's eye. I see a Ferris wheel. I see a Ferris wheel that just keeps going around, and it's somebody who's on a path, a journey, and it's like, I feel somebody else psychically traveling. I can feel somebody else's psychic awareness, where they travel or how they're aerial viewing or how they're doing this. There's predominant attributes or aspects of somebody that somebody else is psychically picking up on. It's like, I heard the song earlier, and it's like, you seen the parts of me I never meant for anybody to see. There's a psychic awareness here. It has to do with emotions. This is the thunder. Thunder and the lightning. Lightning and the thunder. Right? You make me a believer. I want to believe this middle world. I want to believe, and it's like, it's not outside of the body. I want to say everything that I'm speaking of thy. Why thy? Why thy not? Fuck thy. This is Japanese. I just work here. My guides are like, God, I gotta smack you. If you masters. And I'm like, you guys are the one that sent me down here and decided to be my guides. So, cheerio. You're gonna get all of me. This is my soul expression. It's prominent that the light is in there, you know, because there's something in the heart of the sky. There's something prominent about the sun. It's like, it's a near miss. I almost missed your soul until I didn't. It's like there's something about the child, the psyche, something within the child here that's prominent with this mystic shaman. I talked about earlier in the Aries read about star seeds, dropping children off. The what am I stuttering about? Aztec, the natives, the first. They're talking about after the flood. Great Pyrenees, the cardinal, the adventure of the soul. There's some sort of fire, water, magic. Fire, water, magic. The mystical shaman here. Somebody's holding space in the realm. Why? Why is somebody holding space in the realm here? For what purpose? The drum. So they're holding the beat of the heart. Because I said in the Aries reading also, the brain doesn't understand when you're in the 4th or 5th dimension when you're sleeping, right? When you get into theta, you're into your pineal gland. So you are ascending through that state of consciousness at that point. It's not the physical attribute that ascends, the soul awakening. It's knowing thyself. See, there's hidden words. This is mystical, esoteric wisdom. The art of war. The art of war. Look at him. There's fire sign out here. Somebody who's so prominent in war. You will obey. I'm coming in. Whatever. In whatever way. There's the King of Wands. Look, there's a fire sign out here that's making a move here. This could be to cause some sort of heartbreak. Due to somebody's own happiness, perhaps. I see the happiness out here. And behind that 7 of Swords, you can't make that shit up. It's the 7 and 5. Oh yeah, it's an inside job. This is an inside job. This is an inside job of somebody's hard work. And it has to do based off of somebody. Somebody's coming after somebody, but deep down, this person fucking can't keep their eyes off them. This person can't keep their motherfucking eyes off them. It's the freedom that you have for fire signs. Maybe it's like, you know, this water element. I would say you might have a Pisces moon or a prominent waters out here. Number 61, 15, 56, and 50. Number 26. Your name can be Kwambina. And I see the 2 of Cups, and the devil's behind it. The devil's behind it. The devil's in the details, the small details. There's some sort of contractual energy that's trying to manifest here, and some sort of illusionary. There could be some sort of prophetess, some sort of priestess behind this. Somebody who's, I heard, working the magic. Is that the 8 again? Unexpected, yeah. somebody who feels perhaps privileged or over or wants some sort of love. There's some sort of domineering energy. Why? It feels like they're using the universe. Somebody plays games. The Emperor's out here. It could be a baby's dad. Somebody you knew from a past life, baby's mom, in that way. There's something about your freedom that, as much as it makes them want to punch you in the throat, it entices them at the same time. It entices them at the same time. Because in a way, like somebody pierces through the veil. I see a union out here. Look, I see the union. And it's like, have you ever met your match? Well, now you have. I'll be your Huckleberry. Are you talking to me? Are you looking at me? Yeah. The staff. Thought by thy staff and thy rod. The smoky mirror. And it's like so crazy because I almost feel like there's some sort of galactic battle that's happening here. They just want prominent. Look, he's talking to him about something. This guy ain't even looking. He's only looking at her. I'm hearing, say what you want to say what you want to say. I do feel like there's some sort of slight telepathic connection that you may share with somebody else. This could be a water sign with the Queen of Cups out here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The moon, also Pisces. A lot of Pisces out here with the King of Cups that's showing up, and the Seven of Cups. There's something so deep within you that it almost pisses you off because you have such, it's almost like a gratitude, but anger behind that in a way. And you have the Generator. Staying grounded in reverse. Like there's something about this energy, and it's like this person really does complete you, fire signs. I feel like that in some way. This energy completes you, but it's like 44 as I say this, 88. So those numbers could be prominent. 88, one with the self. There's something blossoming within you that's mirrored back, and it's like, what it was this person in my life for? What is this purpose? And it's like somebody completes. Somebody's holding space here, energetically. And it's like, I'm hearing between war zones. I see number 23, lead the way. Light your own path. The Holy Grail code. Somebody's not able to access some sort of Holy Grail or some sort of code. Light language. That's the only thing they're telling me. They cannot interpret the light language as a universal language. So because they can't interpret that, I want to see why. Why would you say that? Raise the bar. When you set a higher standard, my left ear just twitched. For the people and situations in your life, you create space. See, I said somebody's creating space. You create space for new levels of joy and abundance. Rise above the bar. There's the blade here. There's some sort of mystic. It's like two people in a past life were very much indwelled within the animal kingdom. The animal kingdom. There's a very reverence, resonance that mutual souls are sharing at the specific time and space, and it's shared through the psyche. It's a direct connection, and it does very much decoding. Somebody's trying to decode something here. All right, what's money looking like? I didn't do that for Aries. What's money looking like for the Leos? I'm seeing the Three of Cups. You might be not so, maybe Nine of Cups. You know, you could be feeling like because you are the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, it tells me you're not feeling independent. You know, maybe you've had to go back to do something that you're not really fond of. You're not feeling celebrated about that, but you understanding it's a new beginning. There's something here that's impoverish within you. I don't know, does somebody have like a high mighty attitude? Like there's something here, fire signs, Leo, that really has to do with like emotions. Until you can temper your emotions, until you can harness truth and integrity within your own emotional state, you cannot alchemize. Like there could be something here with your finances that is moving forward once you release some sort of emotion. See, somebody's stuck in the past on something. Somebody cannot let go of a specific timeline that they remember, or they have a reverence or remembrance to. You know, but there's still passion behind this, and it's like somebody works really hard at trying to figure something out or understand something, but somebody's in like some sort of despair due to the fact that they can't decode. It's like somebody here is always a step ahead. You know, see, I told you. Moving on. There's like, whatever you're trying to do, it's like you can't stop this energy from coming through, because I'm looking down and I'm seeing, because it is love and light. Ten of Swords. Yeah, the situation is over. There was already a lesson learned here. There's no new beginning. Nothing to be gained in a certain situations, Leo, for some of you. Yeah, it's your passions and your judgment. Your passions and the forgiveness that you have. I just can't understand why you can't keep your eyes off of what's this about. King of Wands in reverse, Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, something's over. Something's forbidden. Something is in turmoil. Justice again. There's some sort of court, legal. There's this truth that comes out that somebody actually gets to see. I feel like this judge is going to be somebody who's very benevolent and frugal. Somebody who does their paperwork and somebody who's very versed. I almost feel like it might be some sort of ascended master that manifests throughout some sort of situation. That's got somebody in their head here. Could be a King of Wands, your own self, and some sort of Pisces energy. All right. That's what I have for you, fire signs. I am going to get you an angel number. Thanks, you guys, for tuning in. These are just channeled messages, intuitive messages. Thank you guys for being here. All right, fire signs. You got 111 and 2112. So there's a mirrored energy here, without a doubt. There really is some sort of psychic energy that's shared in some ways. I feel like somebody secretly, like, I don't know what it is. I'm hearing that song, Behind Blue Eyes, but my dreams are just as empty as my conscience seems to be. And it's like somebody's trying to figure out who they are, or ground that again. Maybe somebody is working with some sort of psychic or medium here, or some sort of high priestess. I keep hearing the high priestess. There's a mystery behind something that you're going through here, and it's like your spirit guides are trying to nudge you towards whatever this is, that you're not taking your eyes off, that you're feeling guided or pulled towards. It's mystical. I would say that. The King of Wands. I would say there is some passion that somebody, Leo, that you have, and it's like, it's a different passion. It's not like just sex, drugs, and rock and roll. It's the soul's union. It's like, it's something gravitated, something that's shared, and it's like opening up to that. There could be two people sharing some sort of abandonment, or coveting some sort of unforgiveness within their own being, that's disallowing some sort of energetic full communication and honesty and connection of who they are, though they share some sort of deeper level of connectivity. Forgiveness, the lesson out here, to forgive their self. But in love, this person is absolutely, or you, them, obsessed. You know, there is a dreamer out here. There's something that somebody's planning. Trauma could be exile as well, just feeling abandoned. All right, guys, so 111 on your intuition. It's saying it's time to implement long-cherished ideas. You are on the right track towards making your dreams and visions a reality. The right people are being sent your way. So I just feel like you're somebody who's in the spiritual quite a bit. Somebody who manifests from a space of working, alchemizing. Not so much controlling. I think somebody has more power than they give themselves credit for, but it's just really being diverted in a way that you would see, receive, or send a message in a way that's to the right people. Time to implement long-cherished ideas. You are on the right track towards making your dreams and visions a reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust in the process. Number 2112. It's up to you. Someone's watching over you. I said somebody's watching. Good fortune, unforeseen forces, direction. Even if it seems like you are not making any meaningful progress, things are moving in the right direction. If you see this number, it is a sign that everything will work out in your favor. Your dreams will soon come true. I said there's some sort of deep manifestation. I feel like somebody might actually use that element of fire within that. All right, Sagittarius, here we go. I love you, fire signs. I wish you nothing but the best. Thank you guys for tuning in, hitting the like button. I appreciate it. Alright, but I feel like I need to sage after that read. I heard conspiracy. conspiracy theorist, somebody who's into conspiracies, the unseen. You know, somebody, Sagittarius here, is going on some sort of adventure. You're being called to live up to some sort of fullest potential that you have out here. The cardinal, the birds could be very prominent for you. Holy Spirit, holy angels of the highest bright light, I just clear out any negative energy. Alright. Explore new directions and take risks. You could be somebody who's really stuck in a paradigm. Routine, really consistent with it. Change could really put you out of your shorts. Explore new directions and take risks in order to grow as an individual. Change may be uncomfortable but necessary. But you have some sort of spirit guide here that's affording you some sort of opportunity. And I feel like this opportunity might have to do with a significant other, somebody that you deeply care about, but I feel like behind just all that passion, there's some sort of deep-rooted fear or obsession in some ways. Whether this is looks, overeating, it could just be overindulgence. It also could represent the sign of Capricorn. You could, Sagittarius, be having some sort of intellectual conversations with a Capricorn at this time. I really think you feel like you don't have your freedom at this point, Sagittarius. And it says you must break out of any limitations that are holding you back, whether they are self-imposed or put on you by other people or society. Break free and run faster towards your dreams. And it's like, when's the last time you dreamed? Well, your spirit guides are saying right here, cycles are ending. There's a cycle that's ending here if you're willing to let it go. And I feel like there's some sort of new spiritual abundance that you're going to be experiencing that brings forward some sort of creative spark. Maybe you're getting back into some sort of leather work or some sort of painting or etching or designing or in whatever way that calls your attention to create. It's just like where your mind can be free. It is your solitude and it is your realm. And you're within that realm, you're creating beautiful things when pigs can fly. And maybe you're like, fuck, I thought I'd never do this shit again, and here you are. Pigs are flying, and you're seeding some sort of new energy, and I feel like it has to do with younger people around you or somebody who might be younger than you. There's some sort of guru or idol that might be playing an important role, but I do see forgiveness out here as a lesson, and it's talking about some sort of fire disaster or disaster that you've been through in some ways. You know, you could have fear of drowning, and you could be overcoming some sort of loss in your life, but nonetheless, you do feel like there's some sort of revolution that you'll see in this world, and it has to do with some sort of very spiritual experience that you're experiencing. This is talking about some sort of paranormal experiences. Horses could be prominent here as well as the fox. You must be quick to move out of your comfort zone. See, it has to do with change, especially when situations call for immediate responsive flexibility. Open your mind, and that's where I feel like you're starting to. Look at it. He's looking at his mind. He's like, is that me? Is that you, Cletus? You talking to me? Hey, is that you? And you're like, that's fucking me. You are talking to me. Come in over. So you're saying there's a chance. Open your mind to new ways of doing things. Once you do, get ready for good luck and opportunities to come your way. Your spirit guides are saying that, you know, horses could be your spirit guides in some way. There's some sort of freedom or sanctuary, sanctity, spirit animals. I'm seeing the Pegasus in my mind's eye, some sort of Valkyrie, some sort of warrior on a different planet. There's a deep, prominent Akashic remnants that you have within your own being that's encoded and enlightened within your own soul. But you just can't get to that in this physical realm, so it has you feeling so stuck. And it's like you almost remember it, but then you fade away. You come back to reality. And it's like, I just want to get to the core of who I am here. And it feels like there might be a choice to be made. Definitely a choice to be made, but it feels like you might be making no progress. But there could be something surrounded by truth with the Ace of Swords out here and the Wheel of Fortune. And I do feel like maybe right now might not be the best time for whatever this is. You also, the Emperor's out here, some sort of dad figure, father figure could be playing an important role within a home dynamic, or there could be worrisome. You've got another fire sign out here, I'm seeing some sort of heartbreak. So, universe is using somebody's mystical, you know, enlightenment the universe is enlightening somebody within their mystical arts or their way in some way to give and receive some sort of key information. There's giving and receiving here that's going to help somebody out on the long run. Might not be in the short run. I do feel like there's some sort of aerial viewing or astral projection that happens here, Sagittarius. I can feel that with the King of Pentacles out here. Enlightenment is huge. I think somebody is very curious about what somebody does, and I feel like somebody in some ways, they're afraid of their own enlightenment, their own shadow here. It's like, since you were a child, there's such a strength within you, but it's like there's always something lurking, right? There's always going to be something lurking, and it's like, that's that one thing. The dog chewed through this card. The dog even had enough of this card, and it says, this is not your heartache. You're not tied to this, though you think you are. There is some sort of wisdom and knowledge you're going to gain through some sort of books or adventure. Definitely having some sort of celebrations. You could be having cocktails this weekend, or really enjoying good company. And I feel like there's some sort of higher wisdom and knowledge that comes through. So upright. Universe is playing at hand here. That comes through somebody else in such a mystical way that really you can't help but see it as an opportunity. I'm hearing bullseye, you know. So what is your spirit guide's advice to you at this time? And I just seen this card on the top. Accept where you're at this moment in time. Only then can you begin to move forward. Be clear about your intentions. This makes it easier for us and the universe to help you. Doors will open unexpectedly. Be ready. So somebody's shedding some sort of old skin or some sort of old stripes or patterning that they were raised with. I am seeing the Scorpion out here. New beginnings. You are invited to instigate change, but you are also being warned that this transformation may be radical for you. Get rid of everything in your current life that can prevent you from improving. Based on this principle, destroy before rebuilding. Wow. You are promised a beneficial rebirth, so something's getting taken completely to the ground. It has to do with some sort of between lives, or curious about somebody on the other side here, to be quite honest. Some sort of secret society, too. There's some sort of fire sign, fire, earth disaster. I'm telling you, it's like a deep remembrance within the society. I'm hearing the society. There's sanctity here. Some sort of... you could have a really hard time with religion. You could think of sync religion, or you could just have this like predominant idea of what religion is to you with sanctity out here. There's some sort of passive conformity, or I think in a past life, like you would have been somebody, and I know it sounds fucking terrible, but would have persecuted the Christ. You know, let's talk about that. Just because of what your beliefs. So something in you is so deep rooted that the lesson here is to learn not to go along with everybody else, but to have, you know, there could be some sort of friend or companionship here, but there's something tied to a cult that somebody's not quite sure of yet. Somebody who's athletic, somebody who is being discriminated against socially, sexually, or there is some sort of war or death, the late Bronze Age, an older man, somebody who's star-crossed. The lesson here is seeing the bigger picture. I told you it has to do with some sort of awakening. This discrimination is prominent. Dude, you could feel so banished, so discriminated against, exiled, shunned, in whatever way this is. This could have to do with some sort of functioning addict, or something that you grew up with in your lifestyle that was predominant, that brought this apart. You could be on technology a lot. Your spirit guides are saying there's a need to take a break from technology. And remember to give as much as you receive, being a good Samaritan. Somebody here is going to get some sort of fruitful intuition that brings something very crucial forward. This could have to do with poverty and execution. Maybe somebody's being hung out to dry here, Sagittarius. True love. Why is this coming through? Ten of Cups, somebody's happiness. Why? King of Wands. Behind that, some sort of past life soulmate and the deep happiness that somebody has. Maybe there's despair about this, some sort of player energy that's afraid of change. There's some sort of deep remembrance of being executed for a specific relationship. There's some oppression here. And it has to do with material. Wealth is out here, some sort of monetarial. That's the way you identify in some way. Rural living. You could live out on the farm, on the charm, but there's some sort of philosophical adventure here. Dude, technology and the charm do not go together. Somebody needs to, they banish themselves almost. Why? Secrets, because of secrets. There's secrets out here for the Sagittarius and some sort of pirate, a secret affair. Somebody wants somebody to keep something in the dark on some sort of adventure. See, the devil's out here. So there's some tricky energy that's going on, Sagittarius. But it has to do with the rebirth. You've got a Buddhist, somebody who is a natural diplomatic peacemaker, and an extraterrestrial out here. Look, you have an ascended master. You have an extraterrestrial. This could be a sibling. The lesson in this is about leadership. This is death to a fire. That's come out a lot in your sign here. So maybe you remember that. And this is about diplomacy. This is about melding. This is about peace is the lesson. So there's something that's deeply rooted within you. Nature and worship. Just coming home to who you truly are. There's some sort of adventure you're going on, an awakening within your own spirit and self that's going to help you. Burned. Dude, you can't make that up. It says burned. So Sagittarius, I don't know if you have suffered some sort of burns or like there's a fire, but watch, make sure you don't leave candles on. You got power, position of authority. I wonder if somebody's not trying to assassinate somebody else here. Truth seekers. Somebody's going to find something out, even if that is the truth. It feels like somebody psychically seeks something out, the devil. So this is some sort of dark magic or exorcist, somebody who's possessed or has some sort of curse, even within their own mind. Because if somebody persecutes themselves that much or has those many dark thoughts, they're going to bestow that upon others. That's just an energy. It's the lowest vibrational frequency you can have is envy and grief against others. I'm seeing a fisherman. See, a pirate came out again in secrets. So there's something. Pirates were fucking... They would take people off the face of the earth. So there's something. It has to do with somebody's crown, somebody's leadership here. The lesson is power. There's a lot of power struggle that goes on here. A fall of the civilization because of power. Somebody could have suffered some sort of trigger warning, sexual assault. And I see the law out here. Why is the law out here? It has to do with this current lifetime and somebody's adulthood. There's communications that somebody's receiving about something. It could have to do with children and the children card being out here. Sagittarius. I see extraterrestrial, so I'm just like, yeah, spiritual questioning. Somebody here is questioning what somebody knows, what they can perceive, and what they're receiving. You know, somebody could be trying to play somebody's addictions off in some way. I see addictions back here too. A predator, a swindler, a servant. It's like somebody's serving somebody else in some ways. I heard demonologist. And it could be using some sort of persuasion over children with technology. Okay, I'm getting out of that read. That is what I have for you. Let me get you guys an angel number, Sagittarius. Pickles, what's up? 444, protection. Get ready for good things you've been hoping for. You are born for a higher calling. Put your energy into going towards your ambitions, and the universe will align itself to provide you with the right people, circumstances, and resources to make things happen. Change, rebellion, guidance, justice, truth, character, and love. So there's some sort of truth that comes out that somebody's actually going to stand. It comes back to the core of who they are. It brings them into alignment with their own soul. Somebody can't bear that on their soul. They just can't, and they won't, you know, because they've seen somebody else pass away in that way. It's just something that's deeply enrooted, or maybe they will. Universe says there's an awakening and enlightenment here. Go in there with Danny Cash. Go in there with Danny Cash. Go get a pulled pork sandwich. Mommy's on her live, baby. Mama's on live. Did you have some cheese puffs? Were you having... That's a rock? That's my heart rock. Hey, heart rock. Did you have cheese puffs? It's rock. Can you tell everybody hi?
Hi.
Hi. I have a dirty face. I've been playing. Rock. I got a heart rock. Don't throw that one. Mommy found that one. It's a heart.
Heart.
Mm-hmm. Silly. Say bye.
Bye.
Talk to you later.
Here.
Alligator. Alligator. Say gator.
Bye.
Bye. See you later, dudes. See ya. She does her one finger. I gotta go bring her in there. Her siblings went inside. You wanna go have some pulled pork sandwich and french fries?
Yeah.
Sandwich? Mm-mm-mm. Ellie Belly. What up, ODST? What up, Blonde Not Dumb? Oh, I love you. Pickles. On my Facebook account, I have different pictures of things that... Hey, if you guys have any merchandise, if you guys have a channel, feel free to put your link in for the chat to see. If you guys read, please put your stuff in there so other people can find you. I have no problem with that at all. I'm a Sag. High-ranking chosen one. Did the Sagittarius read resonate with anybody? Anybody at all? Joshua, what in the heck is up? My God. It's been a while. It's been a while since I could hold my head up high. Who am I going with next, Jace? Help a sister out. Seeing the name Cody. Mooncat. Did you guys like that read? Sagittarius read resonate with anybody? Alright, if you guys want a personal read with me, and I do resonate with you, and I set my intention with my spirit guides that only for the highest good, those that need the guidance would come to me for a reading. I also do energy healing and light language activations within the being. I can remove negative energy and just anything that you're ready to expand from. That you don't have to hang on to, old, restored, deep pain, grief, and I actually teach you how to do this yourself so that you can use it every day. It's not just I do it, you have the power as well. And I'll teach you how to hold that space. So, all right, Michael Wurst, what's up? We're on to Virgo. Okay. I'm a Cancer too, and I like when the Cancer reads come out. Though lately I've been resonating with a different astrological sign. It's pretty interesting. All right, Virgo. I'm being guided. Good. Switch up the music. Get some water. There could be some sort of like shamanic Aztec tie that you have. Your spirit guides are saying right now there's a need to just be who you are and to not worry about your career. You need to evolve within your own being. There is a regeneration within you that's happening. Something's being regenerated, restored. Maybe you're overcoming some sort of addictions, some sort of mental mind control, some sort of substance abuse, Virgo, in some ways. You have the holy mountain out here. There could be a set of mountains that's very prominent to you, a place that you escape to, whether this is in your dreams or whether this is just within your own space. But for somebody, the magic mountain is prominent. There's something that you receive on this mountain, and it does feel like some sort of mystical wisdom, knowledge. Maybe you had some sort of experience up here that was deeply profound, and since then maybe perhaps you haven't felt quite the same. There's some sort of protruding energy that's kind of come through past some sort of mental blockage or some sort of demonic, and I don't use that word lightly, energy that's trying to infiltrate the mind space. It's some sort of deprogramming, but it's actually like it's over programming something in the subconscious in a dream state, in the theta waves. And I wonder if somebody's not astral projecting and protruding into your space. Maybe it is. I see love and light, so maybe this is a guide. So can I get more information on this, please? Okay, so it's talking about grounding your light. Let your soul shine. Okay, so this is for prominent purposes. This push that you're having is to raise the bar of what you already know. You need to push and evolve past a specific state in which you have been or are being. You have some sort of channeled knowledge, wisdom, some sort of psychic, hypersensitive vision. There could be very prominent light codes, light language. I got the eye of the tiger, the fighter, and you're gonna hear me roar. Cosmic flower, there's some sort of frequency here that you have been huge. Danny Cash, look up. See that eagle? Did you see that eagle? Look, here comes it. 2 eagles. Look at the clouds. So I'm being guided to do this. So maybe you're just a mystic. Maybe you're somebody who divinates through the clouds, through the space and time, angelic realm, angels. You're somebody who is very, you have some sort of hypersensitive perception qualities or abilities about yourself. You're able to perceive things in a way that others couldn't. It's some sort of electromagnetic field that perhaps that you're able to tap into within your own being. Very guided. Maybe you have these deep meditative states, Virgo, where maybe even you're just busy, but there's some sort of eternal union. It's talking about some sort of new love forming for you here within the physical realm. You could be coming out of some sort of conscious choice or inner conflict, you know, and reversing something. The dragon, the year of the dragon could be prominent. Feels like you have a lot of compassion here, and that your heart is expanding and opening at a very fast rate. I'm hearing Ebbins, the Ebbins. There's an intense change that's coming here. Number 22 in this card talks about a false flame, and number 10, the priestess. So expanding some sort of consciousness. And I think the flame more or less doesn't have to do with another version of yourself, but more or less some sort of deception that has, I talked about that earlier. There's a secret temptation somebody has with some sort of holiness that you hold within yourself. Your cosmic ancestors, your ability to ascend within yourself through some sort of cosmic wisdom and knowledge. You know, there's something about your energy here that is very prominent in desiring change. Your soul says, I'm ready for change. And if you've been feeling aggravated, irritated lately, it's because your soul's urging you, like, I need to expand. And maybe you're worried that if you expand on some sort of level that, you know, what does this say? It's the owl. It's the night owl. Look at it. You know, maybe you feel like things haven't been harmonized lately. Mindful wisdom. Create inner harmony. Cosmic ancestors could be very prominent here with the generator, staying grounded. It's like you could be receiving a high amount of energy and a frequency in the dream state. It's like your pineal gland has been just magnified and explosive. It's like there's some sort of raising the bar that you're doing, and it feels like you are the beacon for others to follow. So don't hide your bright light. And it feels like you do things different. Maybe you get criticized for that, and maybe secretly people are jealous of the way you do things or incorporate things. I feel like the fire and the flame is very prominent for you. You should know that you are very emotional, and it's for a reason, because you have these deep emotional, you're very predominant in your work and what you do, very dedicated. Look at her. Her heart and soul is into her work, feeling her emotions. You know, you could be some sort of teacher, caregiver, some sort of I heard prophetess, but somebody who definitely does their own thing and stands in their own way. It's almost like, you know, if you want a woman to stay at home and take care of you, she's more than willing to do that. But you have to understand, if a woman's staying at home, that she can't pay the bills. If she's cooking, cleaning, and doing all the things, she doesn't have time for a job. Being a stay-at-home mom is a full-time job, especially when you have a big family. Between Reba, the laundry, you know, if you garden, all of it, sports, kids, snacks, food, dinner. I mean, there's doctor's appointments. There's so many things that goes into being a stay-at-home, and it feels like you're trying to expand outside of, it's a new world that you're stepping into, and I feel like you're going to start something new, some sort of love act, or has something to do with hearts within what you're bringing to this world, this universe, and it has to do with the way that you communicate things. You're taking some sort of spiritual aspect about yourself, and you're putting it into something else that's very benevolent, and using it as some sort of way to teach. See the books and the truth. Would you get out? Hey, get up. Piss off. Good Lord, have mercy. You got 5 acres. Go run and good Lord. And if Virgo, you are somebody who's having a court case, I feel like you're going to get some sort of communication about that. They could be celebrating some sort of win over some sort of illusion due to some sort of King of Wands or, you know, fire water energy. It feels like water energy is very prominent here. Good Lord have mercy. Chiron. You could have your Cancer in your Chiron.
Toto.
How does love look for Virgo? Love for Virgo. Yeah, you got the Eight of Pentacles. You have a choice to make about your career, finances, family, and home life here. And you're going to communicate that to somebody, though you feel guarded. And it's just like you really are desiring, your soul's desire, like maybe you are some sort of mystic and you want to travel that path and you're trying to stay grounded and protected within your own being. Here, I would say you're definitely a natural healer. And if you haven't left by now, in some ways you will be moving forward and finding justice over whatever this is. I don't know if somebody psychologically like does this thing where they come in, but somebody's going to speak a truth right to your heart that's going to clear away some sort of demons, or you do this to others, some sort of bad thoughts that come through. You know, this could happen within your home. You definitely have an ability to give and receive. The person on your mind, how do they truly feel? They want to move forward through something. They want to work on something and be able to move forward with it, with you. And somebody's going to accept your spirituality or the way that you are, or bring justice to a situation. But there's a truth that needs to be spoken. It has to do about some sort of healing and a choice. All right. Sagittarius, as you were. Virgo. Let's get an angel number for you. Angel number for the Virgos. Oh, you had one. Flip up. 222, feminine forces. Relationships, balance, prosperity, efficiency, patience, and humility. So somebody could go, I'm hearing dark night of the soul, but be going through something that is exposing attributes of our lower selves. We all have it. But when it comes to light, it's even more humiliating. So even after a while, we try to deceive and go back to a certain pattern, but it's already seen. Somebody here sees somebody's pattern. You can do everything by yourself, but life is to be shared. Partner up with the right spirit, and you will become a force. Honor commitments and people around you. Don't judge and listen. So it's like you could be bringing somebody through something. There's a compromise. Let go of what no longer serves you. Stop holding on to grudges. Express your emotions and aim towards a compromise. Where there is lack of understanding, it is best to just move on. The truth will set you free. All right, Virgo, that's what I have for you. Hi everyone. Taurus, thank you, Jason. Sorry guys, when I start channeling, I kind of just get indwelled into it, so I don't look at the messages. I'm trying to be better about coming back through and actually seeing what you guys say. I love to watch the video over and watch the live chat, because you guys say some of the most beautiful, sweetest things, and then I see some of the raunchiest, most weirdest stuff. I'm like, oh my god. But, you know, I would say, because I have so many mods, and all of my mods have been hand gifted to me by, you know, the beautiful divine. They're either guides for me in the physical soul family, guides in my future. We are already in space and time together, sharing lives. You guys are my ninja family. You guys are, I love every one of you. So if you have been selected as my guide, and only my guides have been selected based off of my own discernment, and yeah, I just know the energy. You're my family. So if you are my guide, I think my guide. If you are my mod, I thank you so much for everything you guys do for me. Okay, I had to take a short break because my son. He plays football. He's 12. Anyways, tonight's his first dance, so he's just calling to see if he can go to the night swim and go hang out. And I'm like, yeah, of course you can. It's the weekend. I've been looking for you, just so you know. Steven, hello. Steven, I love you, and I love your comments and just getting to know you over this last almost year. Joshua, Mac, Casey is the best. Mac McColas. Man, it's been a minute, huh? Steven, it's been a second. Pickles! Hi, what does that say? Demonic Fomba. I might actually have to get my light. Cash, can you do me a favor as my channel director? Can you go in that box in the house and get me my ring light out so I can put it on top of this? Alright, we are going to go to Taurus. Yeah, Ringo's such a stud. He's growing up, man. You wouldn't think he's 12. He's as tall as me. I'm about 5'6" and 135 pounds. And my son is about 5'6" and about 100 and almost 47 pounds. So he rides miniature bulls in the summer. This was his first year. He has not got one 8-second ride yet. He's got his ass kicked all year, but he's made good rides and he's learned a lot and he's had the courage and bravery to get back on. A lot of those bulls that he rode in the beginning, for those that you watched, a flu came through and a lot of those bulls died. You know, that contractor, that stockman lost a lot of his bulls when he went out to California to go do another pro riding event. So Ringo lost that bull that he rode. SpongeBob's not here no more. He passed away. So, you know. Anyways, Steven, I love you. And as I was talking about that, I'm feeling lost, used, abused, and thrown away. Your guides, I was guided to, you're part of the family, the Mod Squad. I washed my bra, and then it got put in the dryer, and now that wire that's in there, it's like poking into my armpit. For those of you who don't know, when you dry your bra, that metal thing can poke through, especially if it gets entangled, and then it like digs you in your armpit unless you sew it closed again. And let me just tell you, I'm not much of a hemmer. I got some hems. Alright, where's the control? Yeah, it's a little. Hello! Hi guys. Hi. It's me. Oh, do you know how to do it? Open the oven. Tell Cooper to keep her back. She'll is she out here? Oh. Well, go. Just pulled the wires out. Steven, welcome to the family. We love you. Please don't feel lost. Maybe this is due to some sort of justice that's coming your way, Steven. You know, and I will say there's some undermining energy and some Three of Swords. Damn, bro. Why? It's the universe trying to teach you always giving, never receiving. Always giving. You're a beacon of light. When you rise to the challenge, the challenge rises to meet you, and it feels like you are up against some sort of energy that's trying to domineer the psyche. Some sort of spiritualist in some way, but I think it's almost a past version of you that's resonant now in this energy and time. I think it has to do with the mind. And it's like, I heard mind control, but there's like this new exploration you're going to step into. Know that you're going to have grounded energy, Steven. You're not alone. We love you. Please don't feel lost. And sometimes, you know what? Some of the best ones are. You know, they always say you have to lose your mind to free your soul. And people say, oh, I'm crazy. We all say we're crazy until you really can't talk to anybody about anything. When that communication stops and you're only communicating with that outer world, that's, you know, then it gets hard. It gets hard. I know. I've been there. All right, Taurus. It gets hard to understand like these different layers and levels of hate, pain, injustices, betrayal, the depths that people will go from just a pain in their own soul, and you just happen to be the person in their life that time, and they're going to give it the old Hail Mary on your ass because in some way you just won't go down. You have this benevolent energy. Angel number 333. Your spirit guides want you to know, Stephen, that so much growth and congratulations. You need to set yourself free, and you just need to say it. How do I do that? It's just simple words. I set myself free. All right, Taurus. Teresa! Yeah, hopefully he gets back on. At least he knows. He'll know. If you don't know, now you know, Ninja. Alright. Moving forward. Taurus. Mess with the bull. Get the horns. Toto's telling on you that you escaped out the back door. Hey, did you escape out the back door? Did you? You have sister's ear pods? Give me those. That's a no. Those are kai kais. Those are tie ties, honey. Those are tie ties. Easy hot. 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 Rock. Got a rock? What is it? She's playing the guitar. Good job. Say good job. Yay, good job. Ellie's potty training herself. She's doing such a good job. Say hi. Look, everybody's saying hi. Love you. Love you. You want to go? You got not my rock. Mommy needs that rock. That mommy rock. You gonna go inside with Dada?
No.
Huh? You gonna go see Daddy? Whose car is that? Whose is it? Patton. Preston. That you, Patton? That is you, Patton. Did you see Cash? Mm-hmm. Say hi. You go inside so I can finish my Taurus read? Or start it? No, don't blow them out. It's not a birthday candle. Maybe somebody has a birthday? You're just coming for my candle. Now I still got 2 flames. Say goodnight. See you tomorrow, Day. See you tomorrow. Kai Kai. Kai Kai coming home. I'll be right back, guys. All right, Taurus. Counting all the assholes in the room. actually, guys, I think I'm going to stop there. I got through the both. My phone's on 3%. My charger's not out here by the time I go get it and pack up all my cards so they don't get in the sprinkler tonight. So tomorrow I will get on and we will do Taurus through Pisces. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I love you guys. I'm gonna go eat some pulled pork sandwiches with my family. Sun's going down. These always take a little bit longer. Hopefully you guys resonated. If you guys like my energy and you are interested in a personal read with me, energy cleansing, just send me an email. It's tagged below. It's Angel Dynasty, all lowercase, the number 33 at gmail.com. That's the only way you can get a personal read with me. Thank you for those of you that donate and those of you that support the channel in all the ways you do, the likes, the subscribes, the shares. My goal right now, we are at 3,900 and almost 50 before I got on here. So my goal is to be to 5,000 before January 1st. And that would put me, April will be 2 years. So that's with moving and 5 kids and running another business. So I'm very just pleased to be here. But goals are good. It's good to set us goals. So I love you guys all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Good night, Constance. I love you. Jason, you're back.